Hi, so in this video today I'm going to show you how to make another type of animated GIF, but this time from a video. So if you've got some video footage that you've shot, you can take a section of it and turn it into an animated GIF and upload it to your website through Adobe Muse. So what I've done is, first of all, I've just got some stock footage that I've downloaded off the internet. I'm just going to open that up in Photoshop now. Don't save it. First of all, let me just try that again. You don't want to open it, you actually want to import it. Alright, so that's an important thing to do. Import video frames to layers, and that'll automatically turn each frame of the video into a layer so that we can animate it in the timeline. So let's do that again. Here's my video. Click open. Now, because this is quite a big video, it goes for about 40 seconds and there's a lot of frames in there. So if I was to import the whole lot, Photoshop's pretty much going to crash on me. So what I need to do is I want to select just a range only. And you can preview the video by pressing play. And you can see the playhead moves there. Might stop it. Now what you can do is you can move these sliders here. They're a bit like in and out points, so you can trim the footage up. So I'm just going to bring this right back down to here, maybe just around there, and you can adjust it to however or whatever section of the video that you choose to use. All right, I'm just going to go about here just for the sake of this clip. Then click OK, and what that will do is, I'm going to take a moment. So remember, video is made up of lots of still photographs, and when played together it shows motion. So a video recorder doesn't actually record motion, it just records individual photographs, and generally our settings in Australia are 25 frames per second, so it records at 25 photographs per second. And when played together it's actually a form of animation. Now if you have a look in your layers when they come in, you'll notice I've imported 100 layers, so that's pretty good, and it's automatically turned those layers into frames for us. Now if I just click play, where's the move tool here, you'll see that it's going to scrub through those 100 frames, and you'll notice that it's got 0.03 down there. That means that each frame is on the screen for 0.03 of a second, and I've got that on forever, which means it's going to loop. If yours isn't set to loop, you can just tick that one there. Alright, I'm going to stop it. Now say I want to slow it down a little bit or speed it up. I might select the first frame and then I might scroll all the way to the end and hold shift and select all the frames together. Now if I click this button here, I can change the number of seconds. Now 0.1 of a second, that's 1/10 of a second. This is more like 0.03 is like 0.30 of a second, so that's faster than this one. I might just have a look at how it plays at 0.01 of a second. So I've changed that, and it's changed all of them to 0.1 of a second, and it's slowing down a little bit. You kind of want it to look a bit like a stop motion animation for the sake of the GIF. Otherwise, if you're playing it too fast, you're just playing a movie. Alright, that's cool. I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave that, and you adjust it to suit your video settings. The other thing I'll quickly show you that you can do is, before I run out of time, is the crop tool. I can just activate the crop tool, and what you can do is you can say I want this video to be a bit thinner. I can just bring that up here. I could even bring it across there, depending on how you want your image to look, and just hit the enter button, and that'll crop it so that I've only got that section of the video. Okay, that's up to you, to whatever your design you want your design to look like. Alright, I'm going to undo that, what I just did, and now here we go. The most important thing is to export it properly. So if we go into export and let's go to save for web, alright, you'll notice that you get two preview boxes that come up here. One shows the original, one's going to show the preview. Now we want to make it an animated GIF. Now remember, GIF can contain transparency and it can contain animation. These other file types, JPEG, PNG, while PNG does contain transparency, it doesn't contain animation. A limitation of GIF is that you only can have a maximum of 256 colors. Alright, now at the moment it's defaulted to 32 colors, and you can see here for each pixel I only have a 32 color range palette, which you can see here. It's a nice thing to preview it in the browser. If I just make that so I can see it. So if you click preview, it'll open up in your web browser automatically, and you can check out what it looks like with those color settings. Now if that's too little colors, alright, so that looks pretty cool. If I cross out of that, I'll just show you if I go back into Photoshop and I up the colors to say 128, watch what's going to happen around here. It's going to give me 128. My color palette will extend to 128 possible colors from that image, and let's preview it. So the more colors we have, the more tones the photograph can show, the GIF can show, and the more realistic it looks. Depends what you're going for. Right, if you think that looks nicer than the previous one, export it as that. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. You can play around with your own settings. Now just make sure, you don't really need to tick anything else off. Make sure transparency is ticked. Looping options, make sure you've got forever ticked. And let's just save it. And it will ask us where to save it to. Let's just call it video GIF. Save it to my Muse folder. And that's going to export. Give it a moment. Alright, now if I go into Muse, and I'll just put it on this page here, go to File, Place, Adobe Muse, Video GIF, and open it up. And if I just click the button here, you can arrange it to wherever you want to arrange it to. Now if I click the corner, remember I don't have to hold shift here because it's going to automatically constrain the proportions. If I do hold shift and change the proportions of this animated GIF, it's not going to animate, okay? So it's important that you keep the proportions the same. Let's just put it there. Command Shift E to export and view in the browser. Let's have a look at it, and there it is. Now you play around with that however you like. If you might have a bit of video footage that you've shot that you think would look kind of cool as an animated GIF, give it a go, and it might look nice on your website.